Good morning. Makeup time. Oh, I'm running late. How does that happen? I don't know. But hey, I was thinking about something and wanted to chit chat. I think it's weird. I have clients who say, "Oh, I wish I had this session recorded," and I remind them that in the papers they sign with the HIPAA and privacy and all that, that I invite them to record all of our sessions. I have no problem with it, and they don't have to ask me permission each time or anything. Just set your recorder, log on, and go. But when it comes to doing these videos, I don't seem to have that same flow. You know what I mean? As far as staying focused and on track. Maybe it's because I'm not really a multitasker as far as working to give information while I'm enjoying putting on makeup and just wanting to chit chat. This is just not, and maybe someday it will be, but it's not a platform for me to work. And at one time I thought it would be. Matter of fact, I had a young friend ask me what I was going to do after I retired from my other job, and I said, I might start a YouTube channel. Maybe do some interviews, share some guidance, some information on mental health and life, different wisdoms from around the world. And then when it came right down to it, it's like, you know what? I'm retired. Well, I'm still working as a mental health therapist, but I don't know. I always felt like that saying, if you do a work that you love, you never work a day in your life. And I can say that I've done that most of my life now. Worked at jobs that I really love. I'm in vibration with. You know what I mean? Even if it's not a great day, I still know I'm in the right place. I've very seldom doubted that I was in the right place. Not that I'm perfect all the time at it, but I'm willing to continue learning even at my age. And I think that is really important for people in our business. I don't know, there's some people who sure think they know it all. And I'm not putting anybody down, but God bless the young or the old and bitter. Just saying. Anyway, I've been thinking about excuse me, thinking about the word forgiveness. And a lot of people say your happiness will come once you forgive that person that injured you. Well, I have had a different take on that recently. I don't remember who shared it. Maybe, well, I don't know who it was, so I kind of hate to just throw a name out there and then be wrong. But there are some people that I follow, and it was one of them. I can give you a list of people that I follow at some point if you want. But the point was that we don't necessarily have to forgive anyone. What we do need to, excuse me, morning allergies. What we do need to do is think about the process of letting go. Forgiveness takes a lot of work, and I think at some point, maybe even it's not our work to do. Maybe it's the universe's work to do. I don't know. I hope that makes sense. So if I just work on letting go of the injury, just letting go, and go. I think about it, I ruminate about it, catch myself, and let go. And I can do it by stop thought, by clapping, thinking of my favorite word. I call it stop thought, change thought. Having experienced doing this exercise myself for many years, I remember there was a time when I was trying to get over the trauma of a divorce, and I'm telling you what, it threw me for a, I don't handle breakups very well. It's part of my history, and it's part of my mental condition is our breakups, whether it's with friends or lovers. It can be a traumatic hit. So I've had to really work hard on that. And what's helped is these mental health tricks that I've incorporated, like stop thought, change thought. Even if I have to, like I was going to say, even if I have to get down and do push-ups or sit-ups or scrub the floor with a toothbrush in the little cracks that I don't usually get. I work hard at it, and it has really helped. Tapping has also helped. As a matter of fact, breakups are not nearly as devastating to me now as they used to be, and it's getting better. I've never really had an easy time of making friends. There are a few times when I've made quick and easy friends, and it's just been heaven. But rarely do they last for a long period of time, and it's usually my fault because I won't speak up when normally I don't. I do better now, so I'll speak up when there's something going on that I don't like, so they have the opportunity to readjust. Or it's it's once again my fault because I kind of have Tourette's. I have a very difficult time keeping my opinions to myself, or my facial expressions give me away. And the harder I try, the worse my facial expression becomes. So sometimes I just have to, accept that I'm just not the easiest person to be friends with. That whole like almost Tourette's thing comes out, and stuff comes out of my mouth. I mean, I was having a very, very pleasant interaction with a new friend, and I was just so happy, and sense of humor was funny, which that doesn't usually happen for me. I love a good sense of humor, and she had one. And we went out to lunch once or twice, a couple times, and she wore this beautiful sweater the last time we got together. And she is full-figured. And it's a type of sweater that the younger girls are wearing. I've only seen younger girls wear it, where it comes off the shoulder just enough to wear it, just barely. So they'll cock it over, and it comes over, and bra straps show or not, if they're not wearing a bra strap. And I complimented her on sweater. I'm like, oh my God, that's beautiful. And then I complimented her again because I was trying to be tactful and say, it's falling off and your bra's showing. And understand, she's about 10 years older than me. Gorgeous. But it made me so uncomfortable. I just couldn't not say something. It was just like, and then we went to the restaurant, and I introduced her to some friends, and she leaned over the table, and her whole bosoms were showing on the table. And it was so, because she was my friend, I just said, your shirt's showing. And then when we came to come home and she was dropping me off, I said, I just love that sweater, and I'd love to get one. I just don't know if I have the courage to risk the exposure, but God, it's so beautiful on you. So anyway, she never went out with me again. I don't know if she thought that I was complimenting her too much and thought that maybe I had a crush on her, or if she thought I was a nuisance, because she did say that she kind of had a discussion with her husband about whether it was appropriate or not. And I don't know, maybe she thought I was picking on her. But see, I had a hard time forgiving myself. Kind of getting back to the initial thought. Well, here's the deal. Here's how I'm getting rid of this churning and churning about, you know, the self-pity of, oh, it's so hard for me to make friends. Why can't I keep my mouth shut? You know, my opinion is not that important when I'm sitting around being lonely. And, just on and on and on. So, you know, I was reading some stuff about forgiveness, self-forgiveness, and I love Louise Hay. Can't deny that. Anything she says, to, as far as I'm concerned, is golden. But I read something else briefly by someone else, and it said, instead of trying to forgive, just let go. And it was talking about other people, but I decided to do it on myself. So I started doing it. I just started deciding, look, at my age, I am tired of beating myself up for not being the perfect friend, or for not having 100,000 friends. And I don't know where that even comes from. Because honestly, I don't expect my clients or anybody else I know to have 100 million friends. Some people seem to have them. You know, and if you're, I don't know, maybe... And I never thought that when I was younger. Maybe it's that whole Facebook effect, you know, where you're supposed to collect friends. I don't know. Anyway, regardless. I'm telling you, it's really starting to work. I've been really kicking it into gear because I have been lonely enough to start this YouTube channel just to share, just in case somebody stumbles upon it. I haven't told any of my friends or clients about it because I don't really care if it monetizes or if I collect a bunch of friends. I guess whoever's going to see it is going to see it. And hopefully, you know, connect if they want to, or just feel a little bit better about their day. I had a friend, what if they criticize you? It's like, I'm okay with some criticism. I'm always willing to grow as a person. I just, you know, I'm not going to do it and take constant battering or whatever. I'll just shut off the comments. Oh, that'll solve that. But yeah, sometimes we get lonely, and there are some of us who beat ourselves up for saying or doing the wrong thing all the time. And you know what? It's not productive. It's not productive at all. Matter of fact, it makes me physically sick. Shows up in blood pressure. Shows up in my appetite. What am I forgetting? Oh, mascara. Can't go anywhere without that. Holy cow. That's my holy grail. As far as makeup goes. I mean, if I had to choose in makeup only two things, it would be mascara and lip gloss. Yeah. And if I had to choose one, it would be lip gloss, only because I can use lip gloss for blush, a little eyeshadow, my lips. And my lips, they would just dry and crack off if I didn't have moisture on them. But mascara is the thing that makes me feel beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so we're talking about letting go versus forgiveness. You know what? I really challenge you to think about it or try it if you haven't. Especially if you have PTSD, there's so many people still talking about, you know, different techniques on forgiveness and doing so much work to let go of things, you know, whether they call it EMDR or hypnotism or psychedelic trips. When you can do it with tapping, stop thought, change thought. Lots of stuff on YouTube about it. Lots. Oh my gosh, Bill Yates has years worth. I've got a dog down here that's all moody. What's the matter? Why are you growling? She doesn't like the new puppy. That's too bad. Breaks my heart. They just need more time. They just need more time. They both are adopted from the Humane Society, and one of them is just so sweet, as if it never went through any trauma. Just fit right in. Joyful, happy, comforting, and darling. And the other one is just, you know, is acting like it went through the tornado and lost its family. It's so sad. Anyway, I hope you got a little something out of this, and will challenge yourself if you're suffering with memories about someone or yourself letting you down, and try the letting go instead of trying so hard to forgive. Just give it a try. You can always go back to the old way, right? Okay, have a day, meaning you own your day. It's yours. Bye for now.